We also vote with our eyeballs, time, and attention. So I think that's a little bit understated, wherever your eyeballs are and your attention goes, because time is the resource that you don't get back here on Earth. So therefore, hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and today I wanted to cover a Instagram DM that I got about a woman who wanted to get retail, but then changed her mind and wanted to get a wholesale membership with doTERRA. And so my Instagram is below, so you can see that link right there, or at least my hashtag. Boom, there you go. Link will be in the description. Hashtag's right there. All right, so there you go. So basically, I'm going to just read off the conversation we had and some lessons learned from this, because it is interesting, to say the least. Okay. So she basically, slid into my DMs. No, she messaged me and she said, "Hi, hope you're doing well this morning. Where to buy the doTERRA, the essential oils in Canada?" Okay, so there we go. So she's like, "I'm in Canada. How do I get these oils?" You know what I'm saying? I see your Instagram. What's up? All right, so I said, "Hello, I'm doing well, thank you. Are you looking to get them retail or wholesale?" So that's an important question because, big difference there. She said, "Wholesale." I said, "Great. What I usually do is schedule a 15-minute call to understand what you're looking for and go over your options, or if you know what you want, I can give you a link to my website. What works best for you?" So I think it's important that people be in choice, and so that's basically what I asked her. And she said, "Link to your website would be great." And she says, "If I do have any other questions, I will ask for that call." And she says, "If that's okay?" Question mark. And then I said, that sounds good. I included my link below, and there's 4 options to choose from. So basically, it is a wholesale membership with a kit, a wholesale membership, and you just choose what oils you want. Then you have the retail option, and then you have schedule a 15-minute call with me to kind of see what you're looking for. And so I gave her that link to that website, or my website. Link is also below as well in the description. And then I said, I have a YouTube video I created that gives an overview as well here. And so basically the video is how to get started as a doTERRA wholesale customer. So pretty self-explanatory there. And then, she messaged back the next day and said, "Hi Lance, finally got to watch the videos and check the website. I think it's actually retail I'm looking for, if I'm not mistaken." Okay, so she kind of changed her mind. She says, "I would like to buy and then have my clients and students buy as well and get points at the same time." So it sounds like she wants the wholesale but wants to offer retail to her clients. So that's why it's important to kind of talk things out, and try to figure out what people are looking for. That's why the phone call is what I recommend, first, so we can get that out, because you can lose stuff in translation here. Then I said, what I usually do is schedule a 1-hour Skype or phone class to go over how retail and wholesale works for members and clients. Would you be open to doing that this week? So yeah, just trying to get something on the books here and really, help her clients. That's the goal. She says, "Yes, Friday, question mark." I said, "Sounds good. I'm in Las Vegas and on Pacific time, but does 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time work for you?" So the reason why I'm going into more depth on the conversation is because if you're in different time zones and you say, "Hey, I'm in 2 p.m., they may be like, "Oh, 2 p.m., cool." But if they're 3 hours ahead, then that's different, you know what I mean? So I always try to say where I live, which is Las Vegas, and then I say what the time zone is. And then she said 2 p.m. is good. I said, "Sounds good. We can do an IG call if that works for you." And so basically we just talk through Instagram. And so that's really cool. Facebook offers that, Instagram offers that, WhatsApp offers that. So it's a way to talk internationally since she's in Canada for free as long as the Wi-Fi connection is there. So that's really great. And she says, "Yep, even better," right? So, I feel like Skype is a little bit dying out as a way to, call people, but it's cool. We're moving more towards social media. Or if you have an iPhone, you can do the FaceTime or audio call internationally as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi as well. And then I said, "Do you have an email I can send a class PDF to?" So there's a Natural Solutions handout that I also send. She gave her email. She said 2 p.m. Pacific time is 5 p.m. my time, question mark. So that's good. She basically said she's trying to make sure that she has the right time. So that's always awesome for me to see when people are just like, "Hey, you said this, but what about, is this that correct?" Because there's been calls early on, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where that wasn't specified, and it's just kind of like this. You're like, is it 2 p.m.? Is it 5 p.m.? 2 p.m. my time is not 2 p.m. yours. So in order to avoid this and make sure we're on the same level or page, that's why seeking understanding and clarification questions are very important. And then I said, yes, that work for you, or is another time better? And she said, any chance we can do Sunday, okay? So I think I'm going to be longer with my client than expected. I don't work Sundays. Okay, so as you can see, we're working with each other, trying to work on the day, trying to nail it down. And I said, that works. What time works best for you on Sunday? She said 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. And then I said 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time work for you? So she said, perfect. And then that was that. And then I said, awesome, I'll talk to you tomorrow and I'll send an email before we chat. So I try to send an email with the Natural Solutions PDF so we have something to go over, and then we'll chat on Instagram, call, audio or video, whatever. Sometimes people aren't, done up yet, or you don't got to be done up, but I'm just saying, some people, sometimes audio just works better. That way you don't have to get in front of a camera, even if it's your own phone camera. She says, perfect, thank you, talk to you tomorrow, or TTYT. Boom, there we go. And then this is where an interesting thing happened. I actually missed the call because after all of that and everything I told you, I got the day and or the time wrong. But so she says, hey, I guess we missed the call. And I said, oops, sorry, I put the wrong time in my calendar for 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So after all that, it was actually 2 p.m. her time, 11 my time, which I said to her, but I didn't put it in my phone that way. And my phone calendar is everything, because if I don't put it in there, it doesn't happen. And then I asked, are you open to rescheduling? She said, no problem, next week Sunday. So again, the reason why I'm going more in depth on this conversation too is because you should move towards people that move towards you, and she was actually responding. Sometimes people, when you reach out, they don't ever respond back to you ever. I think it depends on the concept of interest versus commitment. We do things when we're interested based on convenience. We do things when we're more committed based on the results that we'd like to see, and we don't make any excuses. So she was committed to getting this class done and getting, trying to help her clients out, at least from what she was saying. So I said, that works for me. Does 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. work for you? She said, perfect, same time. So yeah, so we basically rescheduled for the next following Sunday. I said, sounds good. I marked my calendar for the right time this time. And I said, have a great week and talk to you then. She said, thanks. And I said, you're welcome. And then when the day before came, I just sent a reminder text that said, hey, hello, looking forward to chatting tomorrow. She said, yes, talk to you soon. I said, hi, would 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. work for a 15-minute call today? I'm working with a client and it's going to take longer than I planned. So another hiccup, which is kind of like me. I was coming back from another meeting. She said, yep, that's no problem. Sounds good. Thank you is what I said. Boom. We had the call. It was great. And then I said, this Sunday at 2 p.m., the next Sunday, work for you for the Natural Solutions class and PDF? And she said, yep, that works. I'll take a look at the videos. Sounds good, I said. I'll email you the class PDF the day of and talk to you then. She said, perfect, thank you. I said, and then the day of, I just said, hey, looking forward to seeing you at the class today. She said, yes, thank you. I said, you're welcome. I just emailed the class handout over to you. So I try to do that like right before we have the class, so at least it's fresh in the email list, because they can get lost if you send it to the day before. I know when I get enough emails where it's just easier if somebody sends it right before we're about to talk. And then I said, okay, so we had the class. She talked about more of some of the things that she's looking to do with her clients and herself. And she ordered a kit. So hey, she ordered the Aroma Touch Kit for Canada. So it's like 100 PV, because that's what she needs. She helps with people's skin, hair, and nails. So something that helps with all that. And it had a diffuser and fractionated coconut oil that came with that kit too. It was a good fit for her, and it's what I recommended to her. And she basically talked through what she's looking to do. And I, just followed up with her basically a few days after the kit had arrived. Actually, it was the following week. I try to follow up 3 to 5 business days, because that's about how long it takes. And she says, hi, yes, I received it, thank you. And she said, I tried 2 oils so far and diffuser. I said, nice. Is there a good day this week or on Sunday to do a wellness consult to go over the benefits of all the oils and how to maximize your membership? So I don't like to leave people hanging with a box of oils, because if you don't know how to use them or you don't understand the benefits properly, they're just going to collect dust or stay in the box they came in or go unopened. And so that's why a wellness consult is so important. It's very similar to a Natural Solutions class with the PDF that I go over with people, but it's a whole nother handout. It's the Live Guide that doTERRA offers. So that is very, very important. Because then we go over the loyalty rewards program, the business side. If she's interested in that, then there's a whole nother conversation that's separate. So there's a lot of like milestones and stage gates. I don't ever present more information than somebody's willing to, do. So it's pretty much at the pace that they want to go through, and then I'm here to just educate along the way and provide personalized support. She says, yes, I'm available Sunday. Yes, I'm available Sunday the 27th. I said, sounds good. 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. work for you? She says, perfect, 2 p.m. I said, sweet, talk to you then. Talk to you this Sunday at 2 p.m. And then that happened. Okay, she didn't answer the call. Now, so I called her and it didn't happen. I said, did you want to reschedule our wellness consult to a better time that works for you? She said, hey, sorry, I completely forgot our appointment today. So you can see there's a lot of like, oops, I put the wrong time on my calendar, and then oops, I had to reschedule due to my own client, and then oops, she forgot because she said she had, okay, let me check my schedule for sometime this week. Okay, so she just forgot about it that time. I said, no problem, whenever you know your schedule, we can set something up. So you see there's a lot of back and forth to try to get something done. It's usually not this difficult, but I wanted to share this because I am very passionate about trying to make sure we get what we need to get done when we said we were going to get it done, which was the 15-minute wellness consult, the 1-hour class, and the Live Guide coverage, or the benefits overview, the membership benefits overview. The third part did not happen. We talked some more. Basically, we set up another time. It didn't happen. She actually got a little under the weather. I recommended some oils for her and one of my videos on peppermint because she's feeling a little, wheezy, as well. And then we tried to reschedule again, but nothing happened. And it's been over a week or so since I've heard from her. So, why do I tell you this story? Well, a lot of things don't always go according to plan or what your expectations are, whether you're a wholesale customer, a wellness advocate, or you're just the outside looking in. And for me, it's so important to try to work with people, right? And try to communicate in a way that is like, all right, we couldn't do it this time, what about next time? And I believe that counter is very important, and even initiating the conversation and saying, hey, what about this day? Because like I said, I really want her to get this value. There's a lot of stuff that I think would help herself and her own health as well as her client's health as it relates to skin, hair, and nails. And that is really important because she has a spa. She's a business owner, which is really cool. And whether it happens or doesn't happen, there are some lessons learned. So what are the lessons learned? Because I always like to kind of give that. Well, number one is it's important to move towards people that move towards you. And when people don't move towards you, then talk to the next person. That means talk to the next prospect, your current customers, or wellness advocates, depending on where you're at, or even if you're in a sales position or not in life. I'm just talking about myself. That's what I've learned anyway. This solves most problems in doTERRA and life, right? So if somebody's not moving towards me, they're staying in the same spot or they're moving away. So therefore, I want to move towards people that move towards me. I'm not going to push or pull or drag anyone towards me. It's I know my value. I know what I'm bringing to the table. Do you see? Are you aware of that? Do you understand what is being offered? Is there a win-win? Can we appreciate what we both offer and figure out what we can do next? Right? That's kind of the mindset that I have on a lot of things. And sometimes it's a great fit for something, and sometimes it's not. And it's being able to communicate that. We don't always need to try to force a relationship or force a connection. I think that's really important. All right, so what are the other lessons learned? Where are we at here? Oh, here we go. No, one more down. The other lesson learned is the best sales are ones where they come to you. Those are the best sales because they're pretty much already looking for something and they just are honing in on the person, product, and company. And once they found those and they just need, all right, here we go, boom. And that applies also for business or personal. Mostly the business side, but instead of sales, I would say the best relationships are the ones that come to you where people actually move towards you instead of away. And why that's important is because those types of people that come to you, whether it be for personal or business, they want to be a part of your life because they appreciate what you bring to the table and want to bring something to the table, or they would like to receive the value that the product or service that you offer is going to, they're going to benefit from the product or service that you're offering from. So it's a mutual, their dollars for your time, products, and service, and there's a value exchange because they believe that your product, service, and time is more valuable than the money they have, so they part ways with it, and that's called the value exchange. And that's very important because a lot of times people don't recognize that they vote with their dollar, and that's really important. We also vote with our eyeballs, time, and attention. So I think that's a little bit understated, wherever your eyeballs are and your attention goes, because time is the resource that you don't get back here on Earth, so therefore it is very precious in that regard. And I respect other people's time, and I try to foster a connection or relationship where it's like, all right, what are your needs? What are your goals? Is there a good fit? If so, let's keep it moving. Let's help you in your wellness journey. Let's help you develop a wellness lifestyle if you want to and if you're ready. If you don't want to, then obviously you're not going to be ready to. If you do want to and you're ready for it, then it comes down to is the price points or what you're looking for going to match what your wife is okay with, or what your husband's okay with, or what your business is okay with, or what your business partners are okay with, or whatever the situation is, and let's go from there. And then there's always, kind of like, milestones, right, with everything. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's so important to share real life situations to understand more about what goes on to my life, but maybe you can learn from my mistakes, or you can learn about best practices that I do, so maybe you can apply it to your own life, business-wise, personal-wise, whatever-wise, and go from there. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out the links in the description below so you can continue to get your learn on, and I'll see you in the next video.